I don't need to tell you, Jonah, that this week's Sedra is Vayetze, which means, and he departed, he went out. And it is in a sense Jacob's first big adventure on his own, having been forced to leave home in Beersheba and take refuge with his mother's family in Haran. The parasha is framed by two dreams. The first, your Torah portion, Jonah, is Jacob's dream of the stairway, the ladder, set on the ground with its top reaching to heaven and angels going up and down on it. I'm not going to make any further comments because I know that you'll be speaking about it in your Devar Torah tomorrow morning. But simply to say, if I may, this is the dream of a young man alone on a dangerous journey, vulnerable, and not knowing or understanding what his future will look like. True, he has deceived his older twin of the birthright and the blessing reserved for the eldest son, but what he really carries away is not those blessings, but the rage of his brother Esau, who plots to avenge himself by killing Jacob. It doesn't take too much to imagine Jacob's state of mind as he lies down alone in the mountainous region in which he finds himself, in the pitch black of the night, with only a stone as his pillow. But there is in this parasha a second dream that comes right at the end of the Sedra, 20 years after his arrival in Haran. It is in exile that Jacob works as a shepherd for his uncle Laban, entering an exploitative relationship in which Laban constantly cheats Jacob out of his wages. It's here too that he marries, again deceived by Laban, into marrying the older of two sisters, Leah, instead of his beloved Rachel. And here too that his wives, Leah and Rachel, and their two maidservants, Bilhah and Zilpah, give birth to, between them, 11 sons and 1 daughter. His youngest son, Benjamin, is not yet born. In Haran, Jacob, the trickster and deceiver, receives some comeuppance at the hands of another great schemer in the Hebrew Bible, his uncle Laban. It's after the birth of Joseph, Rachel's first son, that Jacob asks Laban to release him to return to his own land. As Laban's farm manager, he has done well for his employer, who has prospered and become rich. "What little you had before I came along," says Jacob to Laban, "has increased greatly. God has blessed you at my every step. But now, when shall I provide for myself and my own household?" Laban offers to pay him, and Jacob mysteriously answers, "Don't pay me a thing. I'll stay with you and return to shepherding your flock." He offers to remove from the flock every spotted and speckled kid and every dark lamb or goat, the less valuable livestock among the rams, and that will be his payment, he says. Even as he declares his honesty to Laban, he is plotting to cheat his uncle. These speckled goats, worth less than the solid-coloured goats, are removed by Laban and given to his own sons. Jacob remains with the rest of Laban's flock. It's at this point that Jacob has his second dream, which he tells to Leah and Rachel. "Once," he says, "at the mating time of the flocks, I had a dream in which I saw that the he-goats were mating with the flock that were streaked, speckled, and mottled. And in the dream, an angel of God said to me, Jacob. Here, I said. The angel remarks that he's noted all that Laban has done to Jacob, introduces himself as the God of Bethel, the place where he had his first dream, and commands him to leave Haran and return to his native land. Now, what on earth is this second dream about? It's not a dream of a stairway reaching heaven, with angels going up and down, with God standing beside him, promising that the land on which he's lying will be given to his descendants. It's not that virgin, prayerful, revelatory moment when he's introduced to the God of his fathers, Abraham and Isaac. Here is a dream about the mating of goats. I love this interpretation of the dream by someone called Mark Gary, and I'm going to quote it in full. In my view, he says, the angel was telling Jacob, you remember 20 years ago, Bethel, don't you, Jacob? You remember when you dreamed of a stairway to heaven? Now what do you dream about? Spotted goats that make you wealthy? You are dreaming of your bank account. You are dreaming of the stock market. You have forgotten truly how to dream. Worse, you have betrayed your dreams. You cannot stay in this place. Go back to where you can dream great dreams again. When we are young, he continues, we all dream great dreams, and this is when we begin life's journey in earnest. We dream of building a better world, easing suffering, creating new communities, finding God. But as we grow older, those dreams recede and slip away, and we nurture other dreams of speckled goats, of material success. The parasha teaches us, says Gary, that when we cease to dream of stairways to heaven and instead become obsessed with material goods, we must take drastic steps. We must leave that place spiritually, if not physically, and return to where we can dream again. Jonah, let me conclude with the words of a poem by Langston Hughes, a young black poet, novelist, and essayist of the Harlem Renaissance in 1920s America. He writes, hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field, frozen with snow. May you, Jonah, hold fast to your dreams, to your enthusiasm, your curiosity about life, to your vibrant love of learning, to your strong sense of morality and goodness, to the friendships that are so important to you, to your family, and to the vibrant spiritual direction and intentionality that you have inherited from your parents and now have become part of your own journey. Kein Yehi Ratzon. May this be God's will, and let us all say, Amen.